Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as my YouTube channel. And I'm going to record this for my holistic health podcast as well as presentation on my YouTube. So I'm going to speak about black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. I did a episode some time ago speaking about the crystals, the different crystals, and the spiritual connotation to crystals, and whether you refer to that as mind over matter or whatever the case may be. Hey, when I began on my spiritual conquest about 4 years ago, I'd say, I started doing research on a lot of this alternative things, and I noticed that there was some truth behind a lot of the things that were being conveyed on these websites. And, you know, take it for what you will call it. Call it foolish, pseudoscience, whatever you want to refer to it as. But I can give you an account about black tourmaline. You also have other crystals and stones that can provide that protection as well, like black obsidian. I got some around here somewhere, but I can attest to this black tourmaline because I had a situation where I was carrying the black tourmaline. I would ride with it in a car that I had purchased. And I kid you not, the car started giving me issues or whatever. And so I went to clean the car out and I took the crystal out of the car. I told no one that I did this. The only someone that knew was me. No one knew that I took that crystal out of that car because I didn't have too many people that I rode in the car. Okay. So I proceeded to take the crystal out of the car. I cleaned the car out. I was determined I was going to trade the car in. I was going to get rid of the car. I kid you not. In the midst of me doing that, I didn't drive the car because I was planning on, turning the car in. And in essence, I ended up taking an assignment somewhere and not thinking I didn't have my tourmaline in the car with me. And lo and behold, I got in an accident. Well, a deer hit me, ran into me. And I don't have accidents because I'm a very cautious, conscientious person. So since then, I have carried this tourmaline in the car that I have now with me, faithfully, wholeheartedly. Now, whether you refer to that as mind over matter or whatever the case may be, I know that that is some truth behind that. That's not me making it up. That is truth. I wouldn't sit here and make nothing up like that, such as that. So there is some truth behind that. Okay, so let me turn this towards this way so I have a little bit more enlightening. So black tourmaline it comprised of a very complex and varied chemical formula. The stone's makeup is characterized by the presence of baron, a natural occurring element. So, oftentimes when things such as this happen, it's something significant that you need to take note of, or that needs to be taken note of. Interestingly, as the author or the writer of this article has here, Earth's major source of baron is magma, a molten rock. Black tourmaline crystals comprise of boron or baron, as well as aluminum, a number of hydrate molecules, and silicon. It's also common for tourmaline to contain sodium or calcium, but not both, as well as lithium or magnesium or iron. Knowing the volcanic formation of pegmatite is key to understanding how these stones are created. Pegmatite is characterized by its coarse grain, which often contains very large crystals. It's created when magma cools down, and unlike other rocks formed by or from the molten rock, pegmatite is developed from aqueous solutions within the magma. The streets of hot liquid are rich in elements like iron and silicon. Pegmatite rock forms as the mix of liquids cools down and forms crystals. This rock contains a mix of different minerals, including tourmaline. So, it says that, for many, black tourmaline represents purification and cleansing of emotional body. The stone can rid the mind of negative energies and thoughts like anxiety, anger, feelings of worthlessness. Now, I do know that if you have some issues with sleep, if you get you some lavender oil and put it on some amethyst and put it under your bed or pillow, you don't even have to use the lavender oil. That will just help accentuate the amethyst. It works in terms of sleep and relaxation and calming you. I don't know what it is, but it works. Black tourmaline's meaning is quite significant. These gems are also seen as symbols of strength. Some crystal healers believe that black tourmaline crystals can help give its bearer the inner strength they need to overcome substance abuse. It helps to rid them of thoughts and behaviors that may potentially be harmful, such as excessive compulsion and excessive worry. So for those out there that may have some, concerns in regards to worry and excessive compulsion, black tourmaline may be good for you. So there's a number of reasons that tourmaline is good. Black tourmaline, it increased physical vitality. Now I need some of that because I've been kind of wiped out, and it could be because of the smoking, which I need to cut out. But I have it in the car. I need to take it out. But I don't want to do that because then, so I need to get more. Increasing one's energy levels and helping them function on a higher level. I definitely would need that. And if you begin to take note of stuff like this, me having the healthcare background, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that a piece of stone will increase your vitality and your physical energy. But I do feel as though the energy, the belief in that will help perpetuate to those things that you are needing and what is significant about this particular stone. Iron. So if you're someone who likes energy level, vitality, and things of the sort, well, perhaps you need to increase your iron. It is believed that black tourmaline is a good replacement for stress and tension. So it helps bear the world more objectively, allowing for clearer, more rational thoughts. So in turn, if you increase your hemoglobin by way of increasing your iron intake, that in turn can help with the thought processing and circulation and things of that nature. Crystal healers see the black gemstone as one that can inspire a positive attitude regardless of the circumstance, as well as stimulate a sense of altruism. Black tourmaline is also thought to aid in practical creativity for those who are generally feeling a bit of a mental and creative slump. Black tourmaline healing properties. So it mentions that it can be a powerful stone both physically and emotionally. The physical benefits include improved circulation and reduced muscle aches and pains. Now, black tourmaline, if you ever have had a hot stone massage, which they use these crystals in doing that, and it does help with certain things. It does help with those things. So just take note of those things. It said when it comes to anxiety and lack of confidence, the black tourmaline can also help release negative energies within you. If you are looking to gain greater self-confidence or self-esteem, this stone should be able to aid you in that by transforming negative energies into positive ones. You will be less anxious and more calm instead, less stressed and more relaxed instead. Has a very calming effect is what it mentions here. But I do know that amethyst is one that is very, very big on that. But black tourmaline also goes by the name of score tourmaline. The term tourmaline is said to be derived from the Sri Lankan term tourmaline. Tourmaline was previously a word used to refer to another gemstone, yellow zircon. So, the physical properties include vertical striations, ridges, and furrows. Other than a dark black hue, some varieties of tourmaline include pink, green, blue, and red. So it says the stone is pyroelectric and has the ability to produce electricity once it is heated. Now, ain't that something? Furthermore, black tourmaline is also referred to as piezoelectric stone, which means that it is able to store electrical charges. Many believe that the stone's pyroelectric and piezoelectric properties make it extremely powerful, and that it can add plenty of benefits to one's health and well-being. So I presume that it is used in radios or some type of cell phone devices as such. Black tourmalines can be used in various forms, more primarily as jewelry that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. By wearing black tourmaline on you, you may be able to feel more confident in yourself. It can help to limit negative energy from manifesting, but rather good, healthy ones. Wearing it in a necklace, a bracelet ensures skin-to-skin contact and will provide greater abilities to feel the vibration of black tourmaline. With this stone, it can also open up the root chakra. That's something good to know, because black tourmaline is connected to the root chakra. It can help you to feel grounded and balanced. If black is not your color, then there are other kinds of tourmaline, as I mentioned: green, watermelon, pink. So it also says that it can be used for sleep. By placing black tourmaline stone under your pillow, it can help provide better sleep and eliminate negative energy by soothing whatever body pains that you may have. So how do you care for your black tourmaline and cleansing it? Well, because this stone is quite a hard and resilient gemstone, but it doesn't mean that the black crystal should not be cleansed as often as possible. So you want to get into practice to soothe one's mind, body, and soul. Each use may expose the stone to energies that could perhaps be misaligned. For those who believe that crystals act as an energetic level and send natural vibrations into their surroundings, cleaning black tourmaline is key. It helps the crystal recharge and restores it to its natural state. The best way to cleanse your black tourmaline is by keep it under running water for about a minute or two before laying it flat to dry. Prolonged exposure to water or contact with minerals such as salt can cause damage to the stone. So you have to be very careful with that. Now, how would you activate your black tourmaline? Well, it mentions that you can do this by setting good intentions before doing so. To attune your stone, you need to charge it with your own energy. This is done by simply holding the stone in the palm of your hand while you close your eyes. Then you can visualize your goals and intentions before feeling the black crystal absorb your energy. Be careful of possessing negative energy. It may not be ideal to activate. So if you plan to use the tourmaline daily in a ring or pendant, place it somewhere where you're consumed with your daily life. This can unite a grounding effect and bring you a sense of tranquility when the times are tough. So how would you know you have an authentic, real tourmaline? It's hard to determine. Okay. But you would know because a black tourmaline usually have some inclusions due to the fact that they're formed from liquid. If there's no inclusions, It's possible that the black stone you're evaluating is not a tourmaline. Hold the stone up in the light and move it around so that you can observe it from different angles. Black tourmaline should project a slight change in color. Black tourmaline is incredibly hard. Trying to do a scratch test, it says, would determine if you have an authentic stone. Now, the stone that they have here, the black tourmaline that I have, doesn't look exactly like this, but I know what I have is real with some modifications to it. So I do feel as though what I have is real. And I feel as though this black tourmaline is a good stone to have. Either this one or black obsidian is another good one for protection. It also mentions about sleep. I haven't used it for the purpose of sleep, but I'm not going to denounce that it does not work for sleep. I say the best stone to use in terms of sleep, anxiety, and relaxation is going to be your amethyst. That's going to be the best stone to use if you're dealing with some anxiety, unsettling nightmares, things of that nature. Get you some amethyst, purple amethyst, and proceed to place that under your pillow. Dab you some lavender oil on that stone and see what those things liberate from you. Because you'll begin to realize that a lot of that is an attack on the mind. And when you are anxious about something and somebody has spoken a curse upon you, you will circumvent that and it will begin to manifest itself in your spirit by way of the physical. So if you do these things, watch and see how things will change for you for the better. Okay, so I'm going to conclude this podcast episode on holistic health, speaking about black tourmaline. And I'm going to proceed with 20 crystals under my holistic health, my spiritual sense podcast. I will proceed with 20 orishas. So that's what I'm going to do. But if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.